Conservative member of Parliament for the riding of Bowmanville, Oshawa North. His name is Jamal Jivani, and apparently he is friends with J.D. Vance. So recently he went to Washington, D.C., as you saw from the thumbnail. Jamal goes to Washington, and this has liberals on X in an uproar. Now, the first thing I want to do at what Jamal says himself, I have not watched this, so not kind of, it's going to be actually a live reaction. So let's watch this together. Screen here. And okay, that there we go. Let's just make sure this from here.
Successful in the United States. And I intuitive because I'm conservative. He is our liberal prime minister. But the reality is that it's not a partisan issue. Kuzma into the Canadian economy and our future as a nation. That liberals don't need to fight over this at all. Together. Liberal government, and I'm asking that. This is not about politics. This is about words. This is about words. We for investment and opportunity for our young people. I'm being worried but the media might say much as we want Canada to be as strong as possible. The reality is that 3/4 of our exports go to the United States. If we want an economy that is good for our young people, we want an economy that is here in our communities, we've got to work with Americans. There are people who've been running for a year now, elbows flapping out. I find that impressive.
Exactly. I don't find it serious.
Take it seriously. School in the United States and has a offer to help build bridges of community to countries. Exactly what I'm going to do. I'm alarmed when I see things like the China and communist governments doing more business with them. Now, being imported into Canada, our auto industry. I alarmed in my home community, when, like the Tank Museum, where auto offering free admission to do people whose lives have been upset because of the conspiracy, the terror, without getting part. This is you knowing what's about to go away. I know what all the critics are going to say. Frothing, elbow-waving, anti-American activists are about to say about me. But I just don't care. I care more about you.
Oh, and did they ever say it? Because we'll get into that in a bit. Because I believe this post was from a few days ago before he went. We'll see. There's a few more to go through here.
I care more about the Canadian people, the people who want a future in this country and know that we need serious leadership, the people who believe that you elect people to do what's right and to stand up for you and fight for you above any kind of partisanship. I took this job because I thought there was important work that needed to be done in our country. And I thought that on behalf of the great people of Bowmanville, Oshawa North, I would have a chance to do some great work. And that's my motivation. So no matter what you hear, no matter what they say, I just want you to hear directly from me. I think you deserve good leadership in this country. And I think you deserve people who are going to cut through all the noise, cut through all the posturing and the virtue signaling, and just try to deliver something good for you and your kids. And to me, that's what a trade deal with the United States promises. It promises more stability so that we can grow our economy and that our country can be strong and awesome and live up to its enormous potential. And I think that's what we all want. And that's going to Washington, D.C.
Wow. So very well spoken, extremely level headed. Yeah. Go well.
Washington D.C. representing they seem happy. But I can bring my here back to Ottawa, share them with Prime Minister Marty and Minister Michael Blanc, and this thing of a truly nonpartisan approach to work in the United States. This is not a partisan issue. It's not about liberals. It's about workers and is our economy. We'll back to Bowmanville, but for them meeting with sirs that I'm from as thousands of Canadians wait to get back home this weekend to see my wonderful niece and nephew. God bless you.
Okay. Wow. So that was posted February 5th yesterday. And yeah, that's directly from Jamal Jivani's official X account. Now, as you can imagine, on X just had a field day ripping him apart. Now, I'm guessing they didn't listen to any of what he actually just said. Like everything there was, like I already said, very level-headed, very well-spoken. He talked about coming back to Canada and meeting with Prime Minister Carney and Minister, is it Dominic LeBlanc? Is he I don't even know what minister he is, but he must have something to do with the U.S. Minister of Foreign Affairs, maybe. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments if you know. And yeah, it's yeah. So we are going to take a look at some of the liberal reaction because it's been, I don't even know what the word is. I think this is the one I'm looking for. Search. Okay, we should be sharing this. If it's going to load, it should load here. Okay. So, latest from 11 minutes ago. Liberal sources report Jamal Jivani ready to cross the floor and become the prime minister. Just like that, Trump knocks Canadian conservatives, especially Jamal Jivani, off the front pages once again. So I don't know, did I miss some news of Trump doing something? A Canadian named Fong Jamal Jivani is a huge Maple MAGA a-hole. Okay. So here's the one we're going to go into a little bit of. Okay, Laura Babcock. If you don't know who Laura Babcock is, well, you're better off for it. Oh, I have a mighty rant coming on Friday's O Show about Javal's publicity stunt. And replies back, Javal is doing the right thing. Well, someone has to help Canada. The Liberals are failing miserably. You mean the stunt where meeting with the U.S. executive branch on trade and was briefed by the government? If anyone in business, okay, so this is obviously a Liberal. If anyone in a business setting pulled what Jivani has done, he'd be fired into orbit by the boss. What team is he trying to be on? CTV and CT are praising him. Our version of Fox News. Really, I'm not sure about that. Stop speaking for all Canadians. No, we aren't happy with this. We need more reliable, independent news. Jivani is a traitor who has no authority for what he's doing. He's sabotaging Canada. Okay. Oh, man. Why not messages made by liberals? He is at least trying to give better than your left hero Carney and Trudeau. Conservative might show scream all the things. And we need to get into this as well. All Jivani is doing is muddying waters of perception for Canadians, pushing pro-American agenda, weakening Canada. This will do no one but Trump, the Trump executive any good. What a Canadian Vance during official trade talks. This treasonous clown has a mandate to engage at least the plans of a fascist dictator rapist. I mean, like what he saying there, try to help, and he's going to come back and do this, liberal conservative. Why did them? I did click on this link earlier, and I think this is the link, and I what happened there was it's loading, so I gotta click over to the instead. Well, conservative MP Canadian MP Jamal focused on diffusing tension. I don't feel like popping up. I'm not even sure what site I'm on, so we're just going to stop sharing for now and can get back over here to the live stream page. I don't even know what to say, guys. Like it should be something quite simple, and it just hasn't been. I do need to find some more on X here. I saw so many of them earlier. Obviously, Laura Babcock is always outspoken from the liberal point of view. Like I said, if you don't know who she is, you're better off for it. If I can get back to this. Okay, here's another good one. I just need to share that page again. Hold on. Give me a second here, guys. Share page. And that should be up there now, right? I believe. So, Gen X. He says, if he, I mean, it's almost a chance to know that he was the leader of another country. Relations. Jamal Jivani is Vance and spoke at Vance about Jivani and national security works. Okay. Threat to bigotry. Comment. Works either. He posted American U.S. flag in their profile picture. Jamal Jivani from a few days ago earlier. Oh yeah, about my shoot trees and this just goes down. Oh, yeah, what we nowhere near treasonous. So it's important to understand that Jamal Jivani isn't really a psycho, nor is he an animalism. His whole thing is destruction and humiliation for you, publicity and status for me. If he wasn't, he'd be a fascist podcast bro. Is that what I am? Is that what this is? Are we a fascist podcast just because we're reading things on X? Jamal Jivani undermines what our government is doing. He undermines what the opposition is doing. He wants a spotlight to contend for conservative leadership when, if Pierre fails next. He's willing to sell out to foreign influence to do this. He should be castigated and thrown out. What does castigated mean? All right. Jivani represents a region filled with U.S. reliant auto workers, and he has a longstanding personal friendship with the American vice president. Carney should have taken Jivani up on his offer to help months ago. It's Team Canada, right? Yeah, that's, I mean, I don't disagree with that post. Jivani is a Yale-educated corporate lawyer with personal connections at the highest levels of the American administration. Your party elected a drama teacher as its leader and kept him there despite his obvious incompetence. Liberals are in no position to question qualifications. All right. Jivani is part of an incredible team with world-class record and doesn't need advice from criminal supporting liberals. You probably know who Mario is, very influential. He's over 100,000 followers on X now, and I'm sure he's got more on other platforms as well. Jamal Jivani's vanity project betrays our country. Let's talk about Canadian citizens, our people, unlawfully detained by U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. So here is the simple moral test for the would-be diplomat. Where is your demand, Jamal? Okay. That's an old post from August 21st. Any possibility we can make this a one-way trip and deny Jamal Jivani re-entry? Like I said in the beginning, like some of these things that the liberals, the liberal-minded people post are just like ridiculous. They're just completely off the wall. Don't make too much sense, if any at all. Jamal Jivani is friends with someone who is complicit in protecting the redacted. Zero respect for him flying down there to meet with U.S. administration. Zero. He seems to think it makes him important. Not. Okay, Sonia. All right. Right. Yeah, he's wasting his time. Melanie Jolie and Mark Carney don't want Jamal Jivani to succeed. His success would expose just how incompetent they are, and it would take away from their favorite crutch, the endless orange man bad narrative they rely on to scare voters into another election win. The thing I noticed about Jamal Jivani is his false authenticity. He wants to be above partisanship and help with humility. He's like one who says, trust me. Carney was right when asked why Jivani was going to Washington. He pointed right back at the media. Okay. Jamal Jivani better hope he doesn't stray from Vance's shadow, or our mighty ICE agents might think he looks foreign and deport him anywhere they want. He does sort of look like a Nepalese monk. Okay. Um, oh, Kimbo, this guy is usually good for some laughs. Jamal Jivani is a rookie MP that has no authority to make promises or deals with the U.S. It makes this stunt nothing more than nefarious ploy to undermine our PM and country. Conservatives are untrustworthy and they are trying to scale up the deception and scheme. Never Pierre, okay? Giovanni doesn't represent Canada, has no authority and is in fact a traitor to Canada. Please keep him there. We don't want back. Oh my goodness. Giovanni is probably a decent fellow, but his political experience is as shallow as Carney's. Perfect depiction of a party shit show. We deserve this. Justice system is broken. That's from Washington to assure the Don or president that we will jettison any leverage we might have before trade talks begin. If I've got anything to say about it. Okay. Not even sure what that post is supposed to be trying to convey. Jamal Jivani is a traitor. Please stop him from dealing with the U.S. on our behalf. No one trusts him. Okay, let's take a look at this because I think this is going to be interesting. Giovanni isn't going to Washington to help Canada. He's going to sabotage Mark Carney's negotiations. What negotiations? Mark Carney has no negotiations. Destabilize government and help tee up a non-confidence vote. He's not a minister, not authorized to represent Canada, yet he's freelancing foreign political connections while cozy with J.D. Vance, whose rise is backed by Peter Thiel. Is it Thiel or Teal? Call it what it is, foreign interference. Who's funding this? Who is he really working for? He's working for the people of Bowmanville, Oshawa North, because he's worried about the auto sector. Because as you can imagine, there are a lot of auto jobs. People who live in Bowmanville, which isn't very far from Oshawa, who like to be working at that Ford plant in Oshawa. Clay Thompson, our conservatives trying to sabotage Canada. Jamal Jivani should not be going to Washington when Trump is attacking us. Stop him immediately. Show some leadership. All right. Actually, Canucks dividend, we follow each other. So, and I have actually already liked this, so I've read it before, obviously. He is really working to promote and benefit Brookfield. He has been doing this ever since he was selected. Brookfield is having one hell of a year since benefiting from more than 43 contracts with the Liberals. Jamal does not represent Government of Canada. He has no authorization whatsoever to negotiate on behalf of Canadian government. Any deal he makes with college buddy Vance or pedo Trump is absolutely non-binding and unenforceable. His ex-fans are the only ones wetting themselves in excitement. He doesn't even represent his riding. I mean, isn't that the only thing they do? Mark Carney has no negotiations. Like on that. All of liberal heads exploding in the morning. Oh, we need to give that one a like. You have abs to support that ridiculous claim. I'm not even sure what we're replying to at this point. Oh, this one, the Bev. Yeah. So, as you guys can see, the liberals on X have been, well, if nothing else, they've been entertaining. Now, there is one, this is going to screw my algorithm because I'm actually going to search his name, and then X is going to think I want to see posts on him. And then if you don't know who he is, you're off for it. Dean Blundell. Okay. laws are creating a ton across Canada. I had positive conversations about CUSMA with GM, national manufacturers, and American Automotive Policy Council. Last thought before going home. U.S. Trade relations, I guess. Dude, you're an onoke and a quisling who just traded your shitty cosplaying soul to meet with a fucking pedophile and to usurp Canadian security. I speak for every Canadian with an IQ above that of a crescent wrench when I say go F yourself. Okay, Dean, you don't have the IQ of a crescent wrench, so that's concerning. And I'm going to have to scroll down to find it. I'm calling on to immediately launch an investigation mentioned in the Epstein. That'd be great. Carney's mentioned in the how many times? Mentioned in the Epstein files, and dozens of Canadian victims. Lithuania and Poland have already opened investigations. France and the UK are next. Canada needs to help lead by example, regardless of who it touches immediately. I'm sure the very first reply, you know, he's mentioned 69 times. It's proven he's friends with. All right. No, yesterday, this gator dumb too. She's another off her rock. My X algorithm is because of the liberal comments that I. Where is that one? Yesterday, Kevin O'Leary is a paradox. He's ignorant in QAnon conspiracies, and in some ways, he peddles ignorance like a prop. So it says the average person is not worrying about Epstein. They don't give a damn. Okay. Okay. I listened to it, Dean Blundell on the radio for every morning for damn near a decade, and it's really nice to see him on here fighting right-wing propaganda all these years later. Yeah. There's a reason he's not on the radio anymore, I'm sure. Okay, I think this is the one I'm looking for from yesterday. He just goes off as a rocker, man. He posts screenshots Jamal's post about the productive meeting, and then he says this is called treason, not only authority at all to negotiate, working with eBay as vetted version of trade work around Canadian national security, the work of captured by proof as Bobby University on colleague he's with. He's yeah. Oh man, oh man. Sure. There is interest, financial or personal, that Bonnie just met with a pedophile to usurp our national security files, whose political Bonnie's bullshit trip to get the blessing of a rapist to hurt Canada. I'm every single one in the name of democracy, values, and virtues, and a cult because it's the right thing to do. I will burn personal and professional relationships. People that do it. Fair F warning. Why? And so, right. traitor, or who you're calling a traitor, me or Jamal Jivani or Mark or LeBlanc or Giovanni going and Fringe Dad. Sadly, your sound is out, but you might be on mine, I'm not sure. So we're going to stop sharing here for a second so we can actually see the. Oh, where'd the chat go? Oh, my chat is reloading on my end. Just a second here, guys. But thank you all so much for joining the live. Appreciate you being here. Some random dude who doesn't even work for your company turns up to talk to your boss about your contract and pay schedule. Who asked him to do it? Nobody. What authority does he have to do it? None. Well, he did have authority though. It's my understanding that that he met with Dominic LeBlanc before he went to Washington. The Liberals knew what he was doing. They didn't try to stop him. They were like, yeah, let's work together on this. Let's put politics aside. So, but I mean, good try in the chat. There's so many, like I said, that Gator gum too. I'm again, my X algorithm is going to be just absolutely buggered from all these liberal accounts that I'm searching. I can only imagine to say. Okay, well, I'll get this shared up again. Share screen. Absolutely destroying my X algorithm for this, and I'm okay with it because it's worth it. I get it. Okay, let's click on show more. So this one, Gator Gum. She's a bit of a psycho. I'm clown of the day. Joking about that. So when I was propaganda machine here, I mean, tweet about her trip to the movie, complaining that it got 1,000 likes. That's one small thread. Twitter has a single thread and changed it into trending news and talks about family outing hits $75 and drawing Carney blame. The critics note talking about U.S. prices being the same was literally me and my reply. That's it. This isn't trending news or even news story. This is so weird. What is it? Okay, I don't know why. Okay, Cat Canada, they seem to hate her. Okay, the meme, the White the world reacts to Trump's racist video post this ovation when introduced to the winner. That must be what I missed this morning. I didn't see anything about Trump's video, but that's believable. Receives a ovation. She's not. She's at the Olympics. Okay. Olympic stuff. Club, but Mark post the evidence and question behavior in the Epstein files. So actually, she's not wrong again. So yes, Mark Carney's name did appear 16 times in the Epstein files, but also according to Grok, because I searched it myself, it was like nothing nefarious. There was nothing really tied him to anything illegal that happened there. A lot of it, Grok said that a lot of it was just like when he was the governor of the bank, just sort of some random emails back and forth that had nothing to do with Epstein Island visiting the island or anything like that. Okay. Oh, I guess. Okay. No, man. Okay, here's back to the topic of the day. Carney's job is absolutely not to fly on the public dime to go have lunch with his college buddies. No, but Carney flies on the public dime everywhere else. Like he's flown to China and Qatar and Davos. And I mean, there was a meme going around a few weeks ago where it was like breaking news: Carney to spend 3 days in Canada or something like that. So, okay. I don't know, guys. It's like I said off the top, we watched the videos of Jamal Jivani himself at the beginning, and he was very well spoken, very level headed. I thought that he was just doing what he thought was best, and he said he was going to come back and talk to the Liberals, talk to Mark Carney, talk to Dominic LeBlanc. So, I mean, I found the reaction, and I probably should have done this live stream yesterday because all the reactions on X all day yesterday was just it was mind boggling to be honest. So okay, I was expecting to go a little longer than this, but since the comments aren't rolling, and obviously to keep a live stream going, you really need interaction in the chat. So since we're not getting too much interaction in the chat, we will end the live stream and we will be back. I am thinking I need to start live streaming a lot more, like almost daily or something. So hopefully I can figure out a schedule for doing so. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, please hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.